The Golden State Warriors have been here before, standing at the edge of change, the air heavy with uncertainty, the weight of history pressing down. For over a decade, this franchise has been synonymous with dominance. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Together, they changed the very geometry of basketball. But time, as it always does, has kept moving. Curry is 37. Draymond is in his mid-30s. Klay's future with the team has been under constant question since the 2023-24 season ended. And somewhere between this fading dynasty and the promise of tomorrow stands Jonathan Kuminga, 21 years old, athletically gifted beyond belief, a player who flashes brilliance but doesn't always fit neatly into Steve Kerr's puzzle. Rumors are swirling. Whispers in the media. Anonymous executives talking to insiders. A possible trade, bold, risky, maybe even divisive, is on the table. Jonathan Kuminga, to the Memphis Grizzlies. Coming back to Golden State. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a two-time NBA champion, and G.G. Jackson, one of the youngest rising stars in the league. This is the story of how such a move could reshape the Warriors, the Grizzlies, and the entire Western Conference. The Warriors' crossroads. We can't understand this trade without first understanding the position Golden State is in right now. Since their first championship in 2015, the Warriors have been the NBA's most successful team, winning 4 titles in 8 years and reaching the finals 6 times. Their system has been built on movement, spacing, and unselfish passing, and, of course, the shooting gravity of Steph Curry, the greatest shooter the game has ever seen. But dynasties have a life cycle. The 2022 championship run, sparked by Andrew Wiggins' defense, Jordan Poole's emergence, and a healthy core, now feels like a lifetime ago. The 2023-24 season exposed cracks, aging legs, inconsistent bench play, and an inability to defend without fouling. More importantly, the Warriors have been caught between 2 timelines. The win now timeline, to maximize the remaining years of Curry's prime. The develop for the future timeline, led by players like Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski. It's a balancing act few teams have managed well. For every Spurs-like transition to the next generation, there are dozens of teams that fall into mediocrity. And mediocrity is exactly what Golden State fears most. Who is Jonathan Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga was the 7th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. Born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, he moved to the United States as a teenager to pursue basketball, playing high school ball in New Jersey before joining the G League Ignite. From the moment he stepped onto an NBA court, Kuminga stood out. His vertical leap, speed in transition, and defensive potential were undeniable. But so was his rawness. In 3 seasons with Golden State, Kuminga has shown flashes. 30-point games, lockdown defense on elite wings, and an improved mid-range jumper. Yet his role has been inconsistent. Under Steve Kerr's motion-heavy system, young players who thrive in isolation or transition often find themselves limited. Stats tell one story. 2024-25 season averages, hypothetical 18.2 points, 5.6 rebounds, 2.3 assists on 49% shooting. His free throw rate is improving, his three-point shot is stabilizing, and he's developing as a secondary playmaker. But the eye test tells another. There are still moments where his off-ball movement lags, his defensive rotations are late, and his shot selection can be questionable. The question for Golden State has always been, do you give Kuminga the reins in the post-Curry era, or do you flip him now for a player who fits this system and timeline better? The proposed trade. According to circulating reports, the deal would look like this. Warriors receive Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, sign-and trade. G.G. Jackson, rookie-scale contract. Grizzlies receive Jonathan Kuminga, sign-and trade, 4 years, $100 million. For the Warriors, KCP brings championship pedigree, a starting caliber wing who defends the perimeter, spaces the floor, and doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's exactly the kind of veteran role player that works alongside Curry and Draymond. G.G. Jackson, at just 19, was one of the youngest players in the NBA in 2024-25, showing promise as a scorer and rebounder with intriguing defensive instincts. He'd be a developmental piece that costs very little against the cap, vital for a team deep in luxury tax territory. For Memphis, the trade is about upside. Kuminga's athleticism and scoring potential could be the missing piece next to Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. The catch? Because of CBA rules, KCP can't be traded until August 15, 2025. That makes this an off-season move at the earliest. Why the Warriors might do it. 1. Win now fit. KCP fits perfectly into Steve Kerr's system, elite perimeter defense, reliable catch-and-shoot ability, and the ability to guard the league's best guards and wings. 2. Financial relief. The Warriors are drowning in luxury tax penalties. Swapping Kuminga's upcoming big contract for KCP's shorter-term deal and GG's rookie-scale deal gives flexibility. 3. Locker room balance. Veterans like KCP are known for being low-maintenance, team-first players, something the Warriors value highly. 4. Risk management. Kuminga might become a star, or he might plateau. Trading him now ensures a return before his value possibly drops. Why the Grizzlies might do it. Memphis has been building something special. Ja Morant as the electrifying point guard. Desmond Bane as the sharpshooter. Jaren Jackson Jr. as the defensive anchor. Adding Kuminga would give them a dynamic forward who thrives in transition and can guard multiple positions. At 21, he aligns with their core's timeline, and his offensive growth could make Memphis one of the most athletic, dangerous teams in the West. The risks. Every trade has downsides. For the Warriors, if Kuminga becomes an all-star in Memphis, Golden State might regret selling too early. For the Grizzlies, if Kuminga struggles to fit next to Ja and Bane, they might have given up a steady 3-and-D vet and a young asset for nothing. Ripple effects in the West. Such a move could influence other Western Conference teams to make big swings. The Lakers, Mavericks, or even the Kings might react to keep pace. We'd see instant debate on ESPN, YouTube, and Twitter/X. Warriors fans split between loyalty to the young star and urgency to win now. Grizzlies fans buzzing about a future dynasty. What-if scenarios. Exploring multiple timelines. Warriors win another title with KCP. Kuminga becomes Memphis's number 2 scoring option. Both teams win, or both regret the deal. This trade isn't official. It may never happen. But it represents the kind of gamble that defines NBA eras. Will the Warriors cling to the present or invest in the future? Will Memphis risk stability for potential superstardom? Only time, and maybe August 15, will tell.